Hello YouTube, Scamp the Wolf here, back with another video for your viewing pleasure, and this is kind of just gonna be an update video because I don't really have anything much or anything like that to say, but yeah, so it's true, I officially have a positive COVID test, and I knew I was gonna have to make a video like this when I actually got COVID or anything like that. I knew I was gonna make a video just telling you guys how I'm doing and stuff like that and how this is going. So, yeah, so it all started. Actually, you have to turn the time back a little bit, back to July 4th when, um, that at the Independence Day party and stuff like that. Like, because as you know, I've said that my brother had tested positive last week. Um, and initially, I thought that it was just like the reason why my tests then were coming in positive was because um, it was because of some like it wasn't like what is it called, like I'm trying to think. It was a negative test, like it was like a faulty thing, like even if you got like a negative test or even if you were positive for COVID, it could still be read as negative or whatever. That's like the three tests that I took last week, including one at CVS. There's a CVS down here that me and my mom drove through in order to get the test or whatever. Um, and yeah, so initially I just thought that I had only minor symptoms of COVID, and I was saying, like, well, this is kind of a if this is what COVID feels like for me, this is probably the weakest thing ever or whatever. And then I got to explore Frida again because for a couple days at least, because Thursday I saw Lightyear, and then and that day I had a huge migraine. I didn't even tell you guys this. I had a big migraine that day, and then yesterday, as you know, I bought some stuff at Target and stuff like that. Went to the Media Lab. I got my stuff back here. As you can see, that's the light. That's like a lighting thing. That's what I was using in the pickup video, but it wasn't attached to that thing. It was like on my shelf. I was showing you the two things that I got at Target. And the camera is actually down there somewhere. I'm not going to pull it out or whatever, but that's beside the point. So, turn the clock to today, Saturday. Um, um, yeah, like I woke up like 7:30ish, 7:30 a.m. feeling really like my stomach hurt, and I was feeling a bit of something here and my right nostril and a little bit of throat soreness, but I figured it was just for me waking up or whatever. Like it would probably go away on its own. Like, and so I kind of had a difficult time going to sleep because my stomach was a little bit hurting. Um, Going back to sleep because I'm usually a night owl anyway. Like, if you see streaming, if you see me streaming at night, like that's because I'm a night owl or whatever. Like sometimes I've done streams at like 1 in the morning and stuff, so that's perfectly normal. Um, I wake up at like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and the stomach ache was gone, but I still had the sore throat, and the right nostril was kind of hurting and was very stuffy. And so I was like, "Oh, this can't be good." And it persisted throughout the day or whatever. I was getting worried because I have plans and stuff that I need to do. Like I still need to see Top Gun Maverick. I haven't seen that yet. I need to see Thor: Love and Thunder at one point. And Nope is interesting. And as far as movies go, music is a different story. because I can easily listen to music here and order stuff here and all that stuff. Um, my phone is fully charged. But movies is kind of hard because you have to get up and go to unless you're doing HBO Max or Disney Plus or something like that. My phone is blowing up. My mom must have actually it's some funny videos or whatever, but whatever. But anyway, what I was saying, like I was getting kind of worried because like my head was hurting too, as well, and it was like hurting around in this region of my face, like and the nostril thing. And so, like, what I typically do when I have like a migraine or a headache or whatever is I take a hot bath, sit there for like 10, 20 minutes, come back, kind of try to relax a little bit. But, like, this was just like crazy or whatever. Like, I mean, the headache I had was not nearly as bad as the headache I had on Thursday because that was a full blown out migraine. Like, it was terrible. Like, but this is just like, there's something's not right. Like, and then the sore throat started to become more prevalent and more notable as well. Like, and my nose feels kind of like what you typically feel when you have a cold or whatever. And so I'm just like, this is probably just some sinus thing or whatever. It's not. It's not like anything or whatever. It's probably just some sinus thing that I have, whatever. Because all of us were probably thinking that because because we all thought that we just got COVID and it's passed or whatever, but whatever. So here's when we found out. So it was COVID that I had COVID. So um, I go downstairs, like I'm kind of sick, all the fatigue you get when you get sick or whatever. I go downstairs, whatever, like mom has AFB on or whatever. I talk to her a little bit. I say, hey, let's do a COVID test just to make sure that it isn't anything serious because it's probably something. It's, my hopes are up. It's probably something not bad. Like, I'm not saying COVID like bad. COVID like nowadays is basically if you're at least if you're vaccinated, you're not at high risk. Um, it's basically not much. So I said, let's just get a test out and let's do that. Um, let's just do that to make sure because like I don't want to just. I just want to make sure that this isn't COVID. And then we did the test or whatever. Like this one was actually a little bit easier because you're not sticking the swab all the way up your nose. Like that's the thing too with tests, by the way. Like I wish that you could just blow your nose into something and then like put that inside of like wherever, and then that's the test because like sticking something up your nose and damaging your nose, I don't think anybody likes that really. But thankfully, this one you're not sticking it like jamming it in your nose. You're just kind of like collecting the sample or whatever, putting it in. Um, and I didn't even do a good job because like I don't like having things crammed up in my nose or whatever, like that far up my nose. So like I did better on the left nostril, whatever, the right nostril, like whatever. But like anyway, we put the test in. Like I go upstairs for like maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then I come back downstairs and then I look at the test and mom's like, "Oh no!" And then I look down. It's like, and then I look down and there's both lines. If you don't know, if you've never taken a test, obviously there's a C line and there's a T line. Of course, if the T line shows up, then that means you're positive. So that's what happened in my case. I got both lines on there. Like the T line is a little bit faint, but I got both lines in there. So that means um, it's positive. So yeah, I'm positive for COVID, whatever. Like, and to be honest, I'm going to talk about my symptoms right now in this video, like right at this very moment. Right now, kind of a mild headache, a little bit, kind of a little bit of irritated, like from earlier this morning, like on the right side. Throat kind of hurts a little bit. Nose kind of feels like it does whenever I get a cold and stuff. This is kind of just like another version of a cold. And I forgot the part that I've been taking my temperature a lot, obviously. And man, it went up, man, like to 100.1. So, like, the last time I checked it, it was at 101. Like, so it was like 98 point something. So that was kind of indicating that it was like nothing serious. Like, at least that's what I thought then. Like, in the afternoon when I was taking my temperature, it was in like 98, in the 98 point whatever region. I was like, it's probably isn't anything that bad. It's probably just a minor cold. And then later in the night, of course, because fevers like are intermittent, which means like they go like they get worse at night. Obviously, like if you have a fever, you probably know. Um, and so it was like 99.3, 99.7, and then just now I took it down here, and it was 101, 100.1, not 101, 100.1. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Yeah, I have a positive test for COVID finally. Yay! I get to stay at home for 5 days. Thankfully, it's 5 days and not 14 days like it was. Like because if I would have gotten COVID like in 2021 or 2020, man, like I mean, granted, in 2020 we didn't have movie theaters or anything like that open most of the time, but I mean, it was still something. Uh, Now it's 2022. There's not a whole lot to worry about. Just I really want to see Top Gun so badly. I've not seen it yet, and things keep preventing me from seeing it. So I apologize if that's not coming out. So maybe I'll try to go see it. I'll try to go see it. Like after my 5 days of being isolated in my house is all done. And in those 5 days, I'll definitely probably try to make as much videos as I can if I'm not tired off my ass. Like I have set up over there, I have my physical media purchases for last month up there, all of them, the DVDs I bought, the CDs I bought. Like, so that's definitely coming up. Like, I'll probably, with this new equipment that I have, like, I'll probably try to make it look interesting or whatever. Like, I don't know if you're technically allowed to use the equipment they give you at the Media Lab, but like I'm going to use it regardless. I might do a couple ranked videos or on bands or whatever. I might do something. I don't know. I'm definitely going to be sitting here drawing, watching my videos or having them as background noise. Oddly enough, I have news opened videos in the background and a lot of my stuff. So uh, I usually do that. But my phone is like I'm thinking mom must have told my aunt or something or people that I got COVID. Um, Jennifer Cox, which is my Easter Seals coach. I'm sorry for giving her full name, but she just told us she's telling everybody about it or whatever. So, man, everybody around here is getting sick. Like that's so weird. Like everybody is coming from Marietta or whatever. Like, um, everybody that lives in the Marietta Temecula region. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you much other than that. Everybody coming from here is getting sick or positive tests for COVID or whatever. So that's kind of something. So yeah, I might. And on a side note about like if what I'm doing, if I'm not like working on stuff, whatever they have me work for the Media Lab or like on my own free time, my own leisure time with drawing, I'll probably just be laying on my bed watching stuff like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers or something like that, or like because I have Disney Plus, I could just relax and just lay back. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully Top Gun Maverick stays in theaters long enough. It probably will because it's doing really well, unbelievably so. So, uh, this isn't really about Top Gun Maverick. It's about the whole COVID thing. And so, yeah, this is my first time getting a COVID test. I probably won't make a video every single time I get a COVID test that's positive, but I kind of wanted to do one for this, for the first time, because I felt like it's kind of like significant, because like I got the disease that everybody's talking about, everybody's fearing or whatever, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you're excited for more content coming from Scamp the Wolf, which is me, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is Scamp the Wolf signing out. Take care.